Susana Perez, David Price, Claudia Picado, Glenn Rodriguez, Reginald Russ, Ashanti Terrell. This is CSI Group Gamma. Our unifying concept is ahead of the competition. Our iMovie theme is film strip. Please enjoy our podcast.
How many times have you turned on the TV and seen a familiar face from a popular YouTube channel you've been following for years? How many of you have switched on the radio and heard the voice of your favorite YouTube singer? It happens to me all the time. Justin Bieber? He started out on YouTube. Has anyone heard the singing group Carmen or watched the hilarious Comedy Central show Workaholics? Both of them started out as personalities on popular YouTube channels. Comedian Bo Burnham started out with little else than a cheap webcam, an electric piano, and a YouTube account, and now he's performing his stand-up on the Conan O'Brien show. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best business card and resume at the modern artist's disposal today. There are infinite possibilities to the success you can find using internet media communities like YouTube, and the only things you need are the talent, dedication, and quality content to provide viewers with on a consistent basis. And what if you were able to actually make a living from your work while you were on the road to gaining exposure and success? With YouTube's partnership system, you can gain revenue from the views your videos are getting. YouTube will place an ad in front of your videos, and then they'll send a check to you for half the profit they make from the advertisers. While others are toiling away in the increasingly alienating studio or even indie film and music scenes by simply passing around their scripts, short films, and EPs to studios, agents, and executives, you'll have the advantage with a catalog of heavily trafficked content that proves that you not only have the talent, but you also have the ability to attract an audience. Using YouTube to gain exposure in the industry is also another way to open up possibilities for success for many more walks of life. Popular YouTube content creators, the Fine Brothers, say that YouTube was a way for them to break into the business when their lack of industry connections, their geographical location, and their personal backgrounds kept them from finding any success the traditional way. Using YouTube, they now rake in millions of viewers a day, a larger audience than some television stations, and are able to make their living exclusively through their web content. Once again, there is a lot of work that will go into pursuing the YouTube route to exposure. This is a viable alternative to the traditional way of finding success in the film and music industries, but that doesn't mean it's easier. But it opens up a lot more doors and opportunities for the modern struggling artist, and with a YouTube account, talent, and a lot of patience, you will have a leg up on everyone else.
Using a cell phone is perhaps the easiest way to stay ahead in the entertainment business. Using a cell phone can ensure that you never lose track of important people and never lose track of time. An iPad is yet another useful technology. With its easy-to-use functionality and the speed, it can get what you need done easily and quickly. It has several apps that you can use to keep track of all kinds of things. You will never have to worry about falling behind with the iPad by your side. The MacBook is an amazing and powerful laptop, capable of handling the heaviest multitasking with ease. With the MacBook and its speedy performance, even if it is at last minute, you'll stay ahead of your competition with quality. YouTube is an internet technology that has made a big impact on the music industry. People all over the world visit this site on the daily, so take advantage of it. You will never find a better source of reaching out to people. Well, unless you have the money to pay for billions of telegrams. But if not, and I bet you don't, YouTube is here to help.
Hello, my name is Susana Perez, and I'm going to talk about the effect technology has on the film industry and how with it you can stay ahead of the competition. Technology has progressed throughout the years, and filmmakers are able to reach new heights in the industry. People have made movies that are creative, and we have been blown away with the cinematography and the director's vision. However, that vision wouldn't be seen if technology never advanced. The visually stunning movie Avatar blew the competition out of the water in 2009 due to the 3D aspect of it. This movie is a perfect example of how, with the use of advanced cameras and softwares, people were able to not only create a successful film, but also leave their mark on the film industry. Technological advances are prevalent even in foreign countries as well. Martial arts movie Ip Man set the boundary for great foreign films. This movie has amazing angles and it is set apart from the typical cheesy Chinese films. Director Wilson Yip stayed ahead of the competition by utilizing the advancements in software as cameras. Almost every film has digital effects such as screen reconstruction, digital stuntmen, and even entire sequences made on computer. Filmmaking is at its best and it only continues to improve. With technology, we were able to progress from VHS to DVDs to now Blu-ray discs, and we can even view movies at IMAX theaters. These numerous advancements not only brought viewers the ultimate movie experience, but it also allowed us to be able to stay ahead of all competition.
And ahead of the competition. In the music industry. So as you know, it is hard to make your mark in the entertainment world, especially in the music industry. Sometimes you will have to be an outcast to beat your competitors. And sometimes you will have to know somebody that knows somebody in the industry. So how can you stay ahead of your competition in the music industry? Make sure you know exactly what's going on in the entertainment world. How about you make a Twitter? Or a Facebook? Or matter of fact, why won't you blog about it? Most people in the music industry blog. Build up a fan base. Be something new, different, and exciting. Make sure you remember to leave a mark for the record company to remember you. Make sure you could take criticism. Also, open up a different world in music. You don't always have to stick to rap, hip-hop, rock. There's other alternatives to music too, like opera. That's how you stay ahead of your competition. Thank you. Also, live your dream.
Great things we're gonna see in the near future. By 2030, city streets will teem with small driverless cars whose wireless capabilities direct traffic flow smoothly, rendering traffic lights unnecessary. Car designers and automotive visionaries say the cars themselves will be made of collapsible, lightweight material, allowing them to be tucked into the tiniest parking devices. Cloud computing will enable riders to work and play games during their commute while listening to their favorite music as chosen by the car. Vehicles will be more connected with the network and computers worldwide. Advances in wireless communications and battery technology have made that once was a far-off idea a near reality very soon. Changes in transportation's policy coupled with technology advances could make this all possible in a very, very near future.
Staying ahead of the competition. First on the agenda today, we have analyzing the competition, SWOT analysis, marketing and distribution, goal setting, and being nimble. Analyze the competition. You cannot stay ahead of the competition if you don't know what they have done in the past or what their current plans are. You must always find out what the competition is doing. This way, you will always be ready for the next step. SWOT. It's an acronym for strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. First, on your SWOT analysis, we have strengths. First, you write down all of your strengths, things that your business does well. This part of the analysis is internal. Just find out things that you do well and try to improve on them. Next, we have weaknesses. High costs, inferior technology. You must always stay up with good technology, good software, hardware, whatever business that you're in. This is very important. SWOT analysis continue. Opportunities. Traditionally, a SWOT looks at only the external environment for your opportunities. I suggest you look externally for areas your competitors are not fully covering, and then take it a step further to match these or your internal strengths. Try to uncover areas where your strengths are not being fully utilized. SWOT analysis continue. Threats, big thing. Low cost, the changing needs of buyers. These things can always hurt your business. So you need to always make sure you check on what's threatening your business and try to make sure it's not a threat. Marketing and distribution. Can you increase sales by adding distribution channels such as online sales, distribution relationships, or new retail outlets? If you use or adding distribution representatives, do you have adequate plans for recruiting, training, motivating, things of this nature? This is on your distribution checklist. Things you might want to check on when doing marketing and distribution. This is your marketing checklist, which has things like do your prices cover all costs on your profit margin? Therefore, you have no money coming out of pocket. How often do you alter your prices to offer sale pricing? Do you allow bargaining? These things you want to check on when you're doing your marketing mix. Next, you must always set goals. Set small goals that leads up to your final goal, and then you knock off each small goal and accomplish each small goal, and then eventually, just like putting together a large puzzle, you'll complete your main objective. Lastly, you must be nimble in the marketplace. Focus on moving fast when it's time to move fast. But at the same time, when it's time to move slow, be thoughtful and know when to pull back and slow down. This will make you more nimble in your industry.
Technology has grown substantially over the past 10 to 20 years, and for us as artists, musicians, filmmakers, and writers, there is that technology to allow us to do what we love to do and to get us noticed. But it's always about the money to fund our projects, the money to make our dreams a reality. Well, there is that kind of technology to raise your money to make your project in the way you want to make the project independently, and that's what we're here to talk about today, crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a collective effort of individuals who network and pool their resources, usually via the internet, to support efforts initiated by other people and organizations. It is used in support of a wide variety of activities, including disaster relief, citizen journalism, support of artists by fans, political campaigns, startup company funding, and movie projects. Using websites like Indiegogo and Kickstarter, you're able to crowdfund your project. You need three things. You need an idea, a pitch, and you need awesome perks to give back to the people who donate. Perks can be signed DVDs, signed copies of the album, t-shirts, or any more cool things that you can give away to the people who donate to your project. And there have been many, many awesome things that come out of crowdfunding, which you're about to hear next. Many successful crowdfunding stories out there, but the biggest one happened a few months ago. The Ooh Yeah Android gaming console that's only $100 retail, which allowed you to play video games via the Android OS, raised $1 million in 8 hours and 22 minutes on a Kickstarter. That is amazing. In closing, there are still people out there trying to do the same thing with investors. Use the crowdfunding. You'll be ahead of the game. It is a viable source of funding your project.